If you have a relative or friend ever described the Ellis Island experience, you'll know it was both exhilarating and traumatic. In my case, a grandparent was among young men being conscripted by the Tsar prior to World War I. So he hopped a boat, headed for America. There was no one waiting, no job, no family for support. He might as well have been headed for the moon, not knowing how he would survive in a hostile environment. The ship was oppressively crowded, and by the time the New York skyline came into view, he was ready to get off anywhere. He was Eastern European, Yugoslavian, Ukrainian, Polish, German. The borders changed so much it was hard to keep track. What he did know was peasant farming, and he planned to head for the Great Plains, where the newspapers advertised free land, where seeds took root just by throwing them on the ground. That was the dream. But first, there was Ellis Island. The lines stretched in and out of brick buildings that stood in the harbor overlooking the city. The immigrants helped each other, carrying bundles of clothes, babies in arms, wearing the dark clothing of their homeland. The smell of unwashed bodies after weeks at sea was motivation in itself to get off. Languages filled up the high ceilings like a noisy factory. Tips were handed down the line. Don't make your name too complicated or they won't be able to spell it. Italians shortened Bellini to Bell. Slavs shortened Kurtis to Kurtis. Homesick? Yes. Terrified? Yes. And yet, this was a rebirth where the dreams were fresh. On the last night my grandfather went to sleep a Yugoslavian. He woke up an American. Ellis Island was the birthplace of a new life.